Good morning, Year 2s. How are we? I hope you had a good weekend and relaxed one and we're ready to come back and learn. So today, can anyone remember what we did last week? Yes, Olivia, what did we do?
Did we look at division?
Yes, we did. Now, can anyone tell me what division means? Yeah.
Isn't it when we share?
That's correct. Can everyone give Olivia a fairy clap? Okay, today we're going to continue learning with division, but this time we're going to learn a different side of division. So, can someone read out the learning goals for today?
Today I am learning to recognize and represent division as sharing, solving real life problems.
Good job. And can someone read out what we're going to learn, how we will know that we've achieved that?
I will know I will achieve my goal when I can use counters to assist me with my solving.
That's good. Thank you very much. So today we're going to be using some counters and we're going to use this card. Can everyone tell me what this card is?
It's division.
That's correct. So I'll leave this here for everyone to look at, just to remind them. Okay, so before we start, let's all gather around. We'll sit down and eyes and ears on me. Okay, so now that we're in a circle and I have everyone's attention, I'm going to tell you a story. So for Christmas, I was doing my Christmas shopping and I was getting all my presents, and then I remembered I needed to make sure that each person had the correct amount of presents. So my mum, her birthday is in November, so that means her birthday present and Christmas presents are the same, so she gets an extra present. And then my dad doesn't like getting presents, so he gets one less because that's just how he likes it. And then my two siblings, they're very competitive, so they get the same amount of presents. Okay, that's my story. So I'm gonna get my counters, I have a handful of counters. Okay, so imagine these are all my presents for my family. I'm gonna start grouping them. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 different groups for 4 different family members. Okay, now I'm gonna sort out my presents. Now, does that look right? No, you're right. It looks like everyone has the same amount, but we don't want that. We want my mum to have the most, my brothers to have the same, and my dad to have the least. Let's try again. Okay, that's for mum, that's for Lester, and that's for Edgar, and this is for dad. Now, let's try that one more time. Mum gets 2, the boys get 2, my dad gets 2. Now, mum gets 2, the boys get 1, and my dad gets none. Does that look better? That's right. So, as we can see, mum gets the most presents because it's also her birthday as well as Christmas. My brothers get the same because they like to have the same and there's no competition. And then my dad, who just doesn't like presents, gets the least. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to go back to our desk and then I'm going to explain the next step. Okay, now that we're back on our desk, I want you guys to clear your table till we have space for our counters. And once I get someone to distribute the counters, I want your hands on your head so I know that you're ready to learn. Okay, can I please get 2 volunteers to help me? Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Jack. Lovely. So Maddie and Jack are going to grab one of these and they're going to put a handful of counters on your desk. Now everyone will have different ones, but that's okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I see that you're ready to learn. Now that we're ready to learn, I'm just going to do it one more time with you. Camera person, move over. Okay. I want you all to do it with me. So we're going to separate to 4 different groups. Now that we have our 4 different groups, You need to share it out equally. Does that look equal? No, it doesn't. Let's try again. Now, does that look equal?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's better. But we didn't want equal though. I tricked you there. We wanted Mum to have the most, Dad to have the least, and the boys to have an equal. Can we do that one more time? Okay, that's better. Okay, now it's your turn to do it. And I'll go around and check everyone's work. So now that I've shown them how to do it, and we've done it together, now they're going to be working by themselves, and they're going to be checking with their partners beside them just to make sure that they're on the same track and to share what they've learnt, and just to make sure the learning goals are on the board for them to refer to. Okay, now that you guys are working very hard on all those problems that I have, we're going to do it in our books. That way we can remember for next time, okay? So remember those homework sheets that I sent out? They were division, weren't they? So we can use that as an example. Otherwise, we'll write some more on the board. Okay, let's think. So I have 10 apples and I want to share it or divide it with 5 people. What does that equal? That's correct. So how do we know that we're right? So using our counters, let's have 10 counters and put them into 5 different groups. That equals 2. So each person's going to have 2, as you can see in our counters. So let's do that again. What about 18 divided by 2? And again, let's do that with our counters. Does anyone need more counters? Do they feel like they don't have enough? Okay, so we just separate them out. See how many we'll have? What's that equal?
Oh, 9.
That equals 9, correct. So 18 divided by 2 equals 9. So as we can see, using our counters can help us just group them out so that we know and we can double check. Now I want you to, in your books, to draw all this. So let's do this one, the 10 divided by 5. I have 10 counters, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Miss J's whiteboard marker's running out. Sorry guys. So we have 10, then we're going to divide it by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, and we have another 5 more. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. So the answer is 2. So this is what I want to see in your books, guys. I want you to draw these little counters and use the division so that we remember for next time and we can use it to refer back for our learning, okay? Stop, look and listen. Okay, year 2. So, let's relate it back to real life context. So, when you're playing on a play date and you have a lot of toys, but the person next to you doesn't, what are you going to do? You're going to share it. And if you want to do it equally, so that person gets a toy, you get a toy, that person gets a toy, and you get a toy. And what about when you're with your siblings and you want to share like the dinner at the table? If you want a lot, you'll grab what you want and your siblings will grab what they want. So that's sharing. So see how it's not just counters we can use to share? We use sharing in everyday life. Okay, can someone tell me how this relates to our learning goal? Yeah, that's correct. We've learned that we can recognize and represent division as sharing and solving real life problems, just like what we did today. I know, thanks to our learning goal, that my mum will be getting the most amount of presents, and we've showing that, and my dad's getting the least, and we've drawn that picture just to represent that. And then I know I will achieve my goal because we can use counters to assist with our learning, which is what we did today. Now, I want everyone to say one thing that they've learned today and just tell me how they're feeling. Can we use the thumbs up system? Are we good? Are we middle? Do we need extra help, or do we not understand? Oh, okay, thank you. Thanks for your honesty, guys. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly pack up now. Thank you so much for your efforts today, everyone. I was very impressed. We're gonna continue this lesson on tomorrow of division, and I've sent out some homework. Otherwise, let's get ready for lunch and we'll practice this again tomorrow.